the Bessemer converter, and also there was a contemporary American one called the Kelly converter, and for a long time you had to have both patents in order to that, and then there was a third patent you had to have to make steel. And then finally it was all combined into one patent right after the Civil War. That was really the first way to mass produce steel. The open hearth came along pretty much right around then too, just like right after that. And we did open hearth steel for years and years. Actually, we had a Bessemer here for a while, into the 50s, I guess. Republic had a Bessemer. And then they discovered this new way, which is closer to the Bessemer process, called the basic oxygen furnace, or the basic oxygen process. You'll hear it as BOF or BOP. And you can make a heat of steel in a BOF in about 20 minutes. It takes about 8 to 10 hours in an open hearth. So you can see that, you know. But the thing is, there are actually some types of steel that the open hearth process is actually better for than the BOF. And then WCI, when they had the plant, they upgraded. They got rid of, they tore out that Blooming Mill video that you see at the Steel Museum. About a couple months after they shot that, WCI dismantled it and sold the mill to the Chinese, and they put in a continuous caster. What that does is, normally the old process was it comes out of, you know, you make the molten steel. It goes into, you pour it into ingots, then they go into a soaking pit, and then you take it either to the blooming mill, the slab mill, or the billet mill, depending on what your final product is. Like blooms make pipe, tubular products. Slabs make flat steel, like sheet steel, and billets make their rounds. They make like wire, rod and wire, and nails will be your final product. So that's actually a slab mill. We call it the blooming mill, but it really isn't a blooming mill. It's actually a slab mill. But the process is the same. Well, what the caster does, you take your molten steel from like your BOF and you pour it right into whatever your shape you're gonna, whether it's a bloom, a slab, or a billet. So you've eliminated like 4 steps in the process. Obviously, much more efficient. But there are certain kinds of things you can only make going through that whole process of making a bloom. You know, that actually works better than the caster. But the Chinese bought that plant's operating somewhere near Beijing, north of Beijing. It used to be in Warren.
Now,